in 2002.
Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Okay, break. 1918. Franco 80. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Let's go
Now 2nd and 9.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here. The 35. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had. In 1962, they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game, and I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Watch out now. 52.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Jones breaking from the contact.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw. Hooker.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here's Hooker. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
The Lions at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Hooker. And that one too wide and incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Hooker now off play action.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Love.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready, break.
Now Hooker. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week.